I'm Christine Dunbar from SpeechModification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we'll look at how to pronounce Kazakhstan. So we'll talk about the English pronunciation, and then I'll take a stab at doing the Kazakh or Russian pronunciation. First of all, in American English, we would pronounce this with first syllable stress. We use the ah vowel for letter A, so this is somewhat similar to the way a native speaker in Kazakhstan would pronounce this. So we have the ah, so I've rewritten that for you here with the letters AH. So that's where our length is, Kazakhstan, Kazakhstan. And then in English, since this zuk syllable is not stressed, we would change it to an sound, vowel schwa. That's because it's going to go by quickly, and we have a little more length and clear vowel at the beginning and the end. Kazakhstan. Some older, I think less modern pronunciations, and maybe also sometimes in British, would do Kazakhstan. I think we're getting better as Americans in pronouncing country names closer to their native way. So now I would say in the US, more people would say Kazakhstan with that same ah vowel in the last syllable as well. In British English, I also saw it depicted as Kazakhstan with an ah, black cat vowel in both places. I would avoid that, although you may hear it sometimes when you're listening to native speakers. I marked it here with some secondary stress on the stan syllable because it does have that clear vowel. So practicing slowly, Kazakhstan, Kazakhstan, Kazakhstan. Part of what's confusing is we have these extra letters in here. This H sound doesn't make a sound in American English. So that's what you're going to hear when English speakers are talking about the country Kazakhstan. As far as I can tell, in Kazakh and in Russian, you have the same vowel all the way through. So where we change this middle A to more of an a schwa sound, you're not going to hear that if you're saying it as Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. They're going to have that ah vowel all the way through. It's also going to be probably slightly different than I'm making it, but my American accent and English is going to impair my ability to hear specifically what vowel that is. They also, on their K sounds, are a little further back in the throat and maybe have a little more noise, like instead of k. So we have ours, when we say Kazakhstan, our k is at the velar place, tongue lifting against the roof of the mouth. Theirs is going to be more in the throat, Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. And then from what I could tell, again, in my research, it wasn't clear to me where the stress was. I did hear some pronunciations stressed on that first syllable. I did hear some Kazakhstan, Kazakhstan, and some stressed on the third syllable. So I can't give any advice on that. I would say, if you're using the English pronunciation, Kazakhstan, just note that we stress it on the first syllable, and I can't really advise which syllable to stress if you're going to try to sound more like a native speaker. This is a loan word from the Russian name, and it's pretty similar across lots of different languages, fairly authentic, fairly close to the Russian. So my apologies to anyone who is a native speaker of Kazakh or Russian. If I'm butchering the pronunciation, I'm giving you what I could find in terms of my research on that name. I hope this helped you pronounce this country name, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another Word of the Day class, as well as on Friday, we'll have our live question and answer class. You can attend that, ask about pronunciation of words or names, sounds, anything to help you improve your American English pronunciation and American accent. I'm Christine Dunbar from SpeechModification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. SpeechModification.com. Bye, everyone. Thanks for being here.